Okay, off to the house. The people are going to be there soon. I'm sure I pressed play.
Never mind, we'll be at the house in a minute. I'll do it later. I'll turn
it off.
I'll explain the whole thing.
Well, that was weird. Okay, so we've come back now. We've gone off for a little mission in the car. And as you saw, I pressed play. And the video was rolling. And when we got onto the main road, Fiona looked and she said, hang on a minute, that's not recording. There's a big red circle there instead of a little red square. And so she pressed it, and I thought I could have sworn I pressed that button, and I did.
Yeah.
Because the evidence shows it rolled for 6 seconds and then it decided to turn itself off. So now I've got to keep checking the red square.
Yeah, make sure it's a square, not a circle.
What was that all about?
Why would anybody want that kind of function? If you've got a camera and you're recording something, why would you want the function to just spontaneously stop recording? Who invented that app?
I don't know. You imagine you buy a gun and it won't fire, and a little sign comes up and says, it's for your own good.
Well, it's like that notification I got last night while I was making a video. I don't know if it was that Siri thing, but you know, a box comes up and Google is there waiting for you to say a word you want it to search.
Yeah.
And then you verbally talk to it. Well, one of them came up while I was doing my video last night, and it said something like, are you sure you want to be making this video? Am I sure I want to be making this video?
You can see it on her video. You can see it if you watch it back.
You can't actually see the notification, but you can see me go, what the hell? Yes, I do want to make this. I mean, so maybe I need that app that just automatically turns the camera off. All these free thinkers.
Are you sure you want to leave the house today? It could be dangerous. Siri's locking all the doors to stop you from going out for your own good. Wow. How far is AI going to go?
Oh yeah, I know. Kill you for your own good.
In case you try to destroy the world.
Well, yeah, and the video that I made last night, yeah, firstly, loads of people had said, is that a fake email? No, that's a genuine bloody police officer. I know that for a fact. I've been in touch with him for months, on and off.
We could give you his name and his email address, but we're not going to at this stage.
No, I can't make that public, but it is a definite Sussex police email. I emailed him a few days ago, and this was his response to me.
And he's copied other police forces in as well.
Yeah, it's genuine. I know it's hard to believe.
So
It is not a fake. It is not a fake email. The next one was everybody saying go to the British Consulate. There's no embassy in Malaga. It's a consulate. And no, they won't be able to help. I mean, they would laugh in my face. Apart from anything else, Malaga's drowning in floods. So the consulate's got its work cut out. We live right next door to British territory. It is bullshit.
Yeah, and the Royal Gibraltar Police are one of the oldest constabularies in the UK.
Yes, they are actually. And they would laugh. They would laugh if I went in there and I showed them that email. They would piss themselves laughing. They'd go, "What the holy hell is this?"
And they're not the brightest bobbies in the box either.
Well, I've no war with them at the moment.
No.
But my point of the video really was not so much what we've gone through. I mean, what we've gone through is horrendous. What other YouTubers have gone through is horrendous. What the Prince and Princess of Wales and their family, etc., have gone through is horrendous. But try imagining that you are a child, a teenager, someone who lives alone, possibly someone who's elderly, who is being abused online. This is the general reaction they're going to get from the police. Nothing we can do here? No, nothing we can do. So if it's a child or someone more vulnerable, and people do actually take their own lives because of this type of crap, and it is completely illegal to do this on the internet or in real life, how can they afford, and why should they, pay a lawyer to do the work for the police, to get the police to do the job? Why should they go to an embassy or a consulate, or why should they have to ring a journalist up? How is Dan Wootton going to help? Dan Wootton's not going to help. How is Black Belt Barrister going to help? He's not going to. What can they do? There's nothing they can do. It's so frustrating. My entire life, the police have not one fucking time ever helped. Have you ever had any successful results?
No. Every time I've complained to them about something, they said, go away.
Yeah. Stop
Nothing we
bothering
can
us.
do. What do you mean armed robbery? It's not that we don't do that sort of thing anymore. Not interested.
It's unbelievable. So
No.
my point is that there are vulnerable people out there.
There are.
And people say, oh, just go to the police. Well, that's bollocks. That's horseshit.
We've just seen a case where a guy in the UK he's in Belfast, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Just got life in prison for bullying on the internet, and a little girl committed suicide in
And then-
America.
And then her father committed
But hang on, they
suicide.
can't complain to the Americans because
They'd need permission from the White House first.
they've got to get in touch with. So, I mean, it has been going on for a while, actually, hasn't it? But,
I believe he's been on remand for 5 years. So it's taken that many years for that horrendous criminal to be
they
dealt
need
with.
to buck up and get a grip of themselves.
I mean-
Why are the police there? What is their purpose?
Oh, well, to have a go at people like us, and nice, easy
You know.
targets. And someone else, and it's a valid point, said, well, it's technology. Police can't keep up with technology. Well, I don't accept that as an excuse. The internet was invented in 1993 by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. You're telling me that the politicians, who are very expensive, bureaucrats, civil servants who are very expensive, who are there to make citizens' lives better, more peaceful, more law-abiding, la 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 la, they, in all of these years, cannot have legislation that deals with people who break the law online. Well, actually, the legislation is there. It's the inclination to apply the law. That is the problem. That appears to be the problem.
Yeah, and preventativeness is high on my priorities. If they can stop people committing suicide before they commit suicide, then they've done their job properly, haven't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
anyone out there who's thinking of doing something like that, don't do that. It's irreversible. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And trolls online are not worth it. For goodness sake, don't do that. And don't be disheartened by the fact if you don't get help from the police, because that's quite common. I suppose it will come one day, maybe in 50 years. Maybe politicians will go, yes, maybe we should be getting the police to arrest people who are breaking the law.
No, they don't do that anymore, darling.
And I'll tell you the reason that Sussex Police why we've got offside in the first place, is because I never showed any respect to them. Because in my book, respect is earned. And it was never earned back in the day. And they didn't like the way I talked to them. That's the truth of it.
Wasn't earned, it was just demanded.
Yes, I'm a police officer, therefore, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm hopping mad, actually. More hopping mad now. I was just in stunned shock yesterday. And I sat up and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought, you cheeky, you cancelled, someone at Sussex Police cancelled the charter. We had a golden opportunity to find out who the ringleader was, and they cancelled it. Or did they find out and then cancel it?
I'll tell you something very interesting. When this person in Gloucester got arrested, that account disappeared, and the Atalanta account closed itself down very, very soon afterwards.
Yeah, that was on the 1st of July.
So they're either the same person or they're definitely in cahoots with each other.
I don't think it's the same person.
No.
I don't
It's
think it's the
interesting,
same
isn't it? It'd
person.
be interesting to see where that goes.
And the other thing is, what odd language. Diplomatic incident. I mean, that is
Diplomatic
really odd.
incident.
Yeah, it does make one wonder, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, it's like you said a couple of years ago, you said, you sure you want to do this, Fiona? Criticise the Windsors, because people have been killed for less. I don't want to say too much, but I mean, I think we all know the list of dead bodies.
Thing is, I wouldn't take the Windsors on. They're too big. They're too
Well,
powerful.
Maybe
No.
I should just delete the bloody channel then.
Um,
Then what you're saying is it's
But
one
Harry-
rule for them and another for us.
Harry's definitely out of favour, and I feel that you can criticise him to a point. But I suppose once he comes back into favour, he's back under the shield,
And I
isn't
mean, if
he?
it's nothing to do with them, they're doing a bloody good job of making it look like it is something to do with them, aren't they? Diplomatic.
If he's sticking his head out from under the royal umbrella, he's going to get rained on, isn't he? So to speak. I don't know.